Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mel if you're new here. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself. I haven't vlogged in a couple of months, and with those months it's been the holidays, and I broke my camera maybe like a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, and I've just been doing my research and trying to find a new camera that I would hopefully like. I'm so sad that my other camera broke, and we're trying out this new camera, so hopefully everything goes well. But anyway, I just made my morning matcha and I'm gonna get ready for the day. I think I want to go to some cafes and get some content done and edit some things and try out some new cafes that have opened up. I have seen a few cafes that I wanted to go try out, and so I think that is what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys after I get ready. I finished my hair and makeup, and we're now gonna move on to lips. I have been recently loving these two items together, and this is new to me, but I haven't seen much about it on my like For You page or Explore page. So this is the L'Oreal Blur Filler Blurring Lip Contour, and then this is just the Edam lip balm in just Butter Mochi, and this shade is pretty close to my natural lips, and putting like a lip balm or like a lip gloss on top of it is so pretty. So this is what the shade looks like, and it's this nice like pinky mauve color. I absolutely love lip products, and this was such a good find. And this is the final look, and it says it's going to get sunny later, so I'm not gonna wear a big jacket, but I am still going to wear one, as if it does reach 60 degrees, then it will be warm but still cool enough. I am going to pack my things up and head off to the cafes. I am back home from my little cafe date, and I just changed and put everything away, but I wanted to share with you guys the little stationery stuff that I got from this stationery store that I've seen on like TikTok and on Instagram. It was so cute in there, and I got two things, and I am obsessed with their little bag that they put their items in. This store is called Mochi Things, and I believe there's 2 locations that I know of that are in Washington. With that, let's get into our haul. Alrighty, to start off, I found these really cute like coffee stickers, and they had a transparent one like this, or they had one that had the normal white background. I thought it'd be so cute to put like on my journal or just to decorate some things, and it is so stinking cute. It has the pour over, a kettle, espresso machine, like a little tray, and all of these cute little things. I have been looking around for a new wallet, and one that is like a little smaller, so I found this really cute like mint-ish but like kind of muted green wallet. Hopefully you guys could kind of tell. I looked at the little sample they had and I absolutely loved how it looked and how just simple it is. There are 2 different compartments, which I really like. I like how it's structured, but it's still kind of flexible enough to put all your cards in or cash or whatever else you need and want in your wallet. Speaking of, I do want to kind of talk about the cafe that I went to. I was a little too shy to kind of talk in there, and that place I've been to once before but in a different location, and I was really surprised that they opened a new location right by like that little waterfront. And so I am so excited that they opened one like the tiniest bit closer, but it's still in Seattle. So definitely check it out if you are planning on visiting Seattle. It's called A Room Cafe or A Room Coffee Shop, and it is probably like one of my favorite Vietnamese coffee places besides like the Vietnamese like bakery and delis that serve Vietnamese coffee. I think that place is second because I don't know what it is, but the coffee is strong and I like how it's not too sweet, but they have multiple different options for Vietnamese coffee, non-caffeinated drinks, and I think they have matcha if I remember correctly. But my favorite there that I've tried today again was the black sesame Vietnamese coffee, and it wasn't too sweet, but you get that little nutty flavor from the black sesame, and it was so good all together. I think that has to be my favorite Vietnamese combination, as I do really like the salted cream with the Vietnamese coffee. But I am going to just kind of relax and then start kind of prepping for dinner. It is only about the afternoon time, so I still have some time just to relax and kind of put some things away. I will see you guys along the way. I just prepped all of my ingredients for dinner, and I think I'm gonna do like a tofu snow pea little saute stir fry and then just add it with some rice. For my seasonings, I'm gonna put a little bit of oyster sauce, soy sauce, chili oil, and then salt and pepper, and then that will be it. I will show you guys the final dish and I will see you guys after. This is what I ended up making. I added some furikake on the rice and did kind of like a meatless stir fry. I was going to use beef, but since I don't think it's defrosted all the way, I just used tofu that I had. And let's take a bite. Let's take a little bite of everything. Cheers! I love that little like snap and like crunch that the snap peas give. It's a nice texture with the rice and the tofu. It is so good. You can add any protein to this, and this is like a go-to like stir fry that I like, either with pork, chicken, beef, or even seafood. That would be really good as well. It is a few hours later and I just did my nighttime routine, and I was looking at this cookbook that I recently got, and she is one of my favorite YouTubers, and it is the Let's Get Cooking cookbook by Brittany Cruz Parsons. The way I screamed when she announced that she was launching a cookbook, I was so excited. I absolutely love her recipes and also just her content as well, and she has probably like one of my favorite recipes, and she has like a whole bunch of them in here, and I've bookmarked a few, and tomorrow I was thinking of making one of them. I am in between 2 recipes, but I think I will save her cookie recipe for a different day, and then I'm going to make her brownie recipe, which is like her take on the cosmic brownies. I am so excited to test out this recipe, and her cookbook has a lot of Asian recipes, but also ones that are literally look so good. I've seen this drink recipe in her book, and I definitely want to make it in the summertime for sure. It is her strawberry lemonade tequila batch cocktail, and when I say this photo looks so beautiful and it's so fitting for the upcoming warm days, and yeah, I am kind of obsessed with it, and that is what I plan on doing tomorrow. I also have some house chores to do, and that will be it. Tonight I'm going to finish the last episode of EXO Cutie season 3, which I can't believe that it's come out already and I'm almost done with it. After I finish that episode of EXO Cutie, I'm just going to read and end my night there. I am currently reading A Court of Mist and Fury. This is a part of the ACOTAR series, and my sister convinced me to read it, and now I'm on the second book. I did listen to the first book on audio, but I think I'm more of a physical book person, and the way I did not realize on how thick this book was, I was really shocked. It is a little bit hard to open and hold, but so far it's getting pretty good. Now I know that I think there's like another book of this series coming out. I have no clue on how many books are in the series, so yeah, that is going to be my night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. I am up bright and early and just started some house chores and made my cup of coffee. I just made a simple salted vanilla cinnamon latte, or I guess you could say a flat white. I'm still trying to get used to and learning these terms for hot coffee drinks, and so I think this would be considered as a flat white. I am just having a pretty slow morning, and then I think maybe in the early afternoon I will start making the cosmic brownie recipe, which I am so excited for. I haven't baked in a while, so this is going to be very, very exciting. It's a little bit later now in the morning, and I'm going to start the process of making the brownies. I relooked at the recipe and it seems fairly easy, and I have all of the ingredients. I'm going to do a little time lapse of me making it, and then we'll do a little taste test together. The brownies are still baking, and I made my ganache. I just made it in the microwave and just did it in increments. I first melted the chocolate and then added to the heavy cream, and then added in the corn syrup and then mixed it together. And then I heated it all up in just increments until it got to a thick consistency, and then it's just cooling right now. I'm gonna let the brownies cool once they come out, and then add the ganache and some sprinkles. I don't have the iconic candy sprinkles that are like the chocolate ones, but I just have some random sprinkles from past drink recipes and other baked goods, so we will just use those, and I will see you guys after. I just took these out and they've been cooling for about 5 minutes or so, but I wanted to kind of show you guys how they look. I think it looks so good, and I am someone who likes an edge piece because I like that like crispy part of the brownie. These look absolutely delicious. I am going to let it cool for like another 15 to 20 minutes and then put the icing on top. I did find some like star sprinkles, and I have some other like pink or red ones, but we will see what I pick for the sprinkles, and then yeah, I will see you guys in about 20 minutes. I think I'm going to use these Valentine's sprinkles instead of the stars ones. I think these are kind of similar, not in texture, but like kind of like the size, so I'm just going to use these instead. This is the ganache. It has cooled, and now I'm just going to kind of spoon it on and then use an offset spatula to spread it evenly. I don't think I'm going to use all of this, but I'm just going to add this on top. I am going to let the brownies sit in the fridge and chill for maybe 30 to 35 minutes, and then I will cut into them and taste test it with you guys on camera. I am very happy on how it looks so far, so I am very excited to test them out. It has been maybe like an hour since I've left it in the fridge. When I took it out, maybe when it was like the 25-30 minute mark, it was still kind of warm, so I just left it in there for maybe like another 20 minutes, and I cut it all up. This looks so it looks so rich and decadent. I realized that it was a little bit hard to cut in the pan, so I took it out on a cutting board and I cut it all up, and let's give it a taste. Cheers. This is definitely like a more richer, chewy and fudgy brownie. This is really good, and I feel like as like a little sweet treat, this would be really good. I absolutely love how this turned out. I cannot wait to make more of her recipes in the cookbook, and yeah, that is so good. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. I just had a pretty chill afternoon and evening and just relaxed. I wasn't feeling that great, so I just kind of relaxed and folded my laundry and did some other house chores. And then today I'm just gonna hang out with my sisters and my niece and nephew. It's just gonna be a chill hangout. We are just going to have some lunch together and just hang out. But for this morning, I want to make like a black sesame maple syrup recipe and test that out. I've made a black sesame syrup before, but I want to use some maple syrup in it, inspired by the Transcendence maple black sesame syrup that they have, and I want to try it at home and make it, so we are gonna do that. That is pretty much the plan for this morning, and I just got ready. I don't know what else I will do today besides making that black sesame maple syrup, so let's get to it. To a small pot, you're gonna want to add your brown sugar in. Then you're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of black sesame powder. I like a little bit stronger of a black sesame flavor, so if you don't want it as strong, you can add just 1 tablespoon to it. Because I went to that cafe the other day, I have been thinking about a black sesame syrup, so that is why we are making one today. And then we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Then we're gonna add in about 6 ounces of water. I'm gonna pour in the water into our measuring cup from the maple syrup just to get all of it out, and then add in the rest. I'm going to set it on medium on the stove and stir everything together until it comes together and the sugar is dissolved. Once that is all done, I'm gonna let it come to a small boil and then let it simmer for about 7 to 8 minutes and lower the heat to low just so it doesn't burn or stick to the pot. And then we're gonna get on to the rest of the recipe. I took the syrup off the stove and now we're gonna add in our vanilla. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but you could also use a vanilla bean paste as well. And then finally we're gonna add in a little bit of salt. I am going to let the syrup cool all the way, and then I will strain the mixture and put it into a tupperware or a mason jar. If you want to keep the black sesame seed powder, you can definitely just keep it in and then just put it into a syrup bottle or a mason jar and store it. Then it will be good in the fridge for about 2 to 3 weeks. And that is the recipe for this black sesame maple syrup. I'm so excited to have this either with coffee or matcha, and it smells so good. I forgot to film me making my coffee, but all I did was add some vanilla, salt to my double espresso, and then added about 4 ounces of milk, and this is what the coffee looks like. I am obsessed with the color. I'm gonna enjoy this with my breakfast, and then I will see you guys along my day. I just did some computer work and just edited some content that has just been sitting in my camera roll, and also this YouTube video at the moment. That is just a little update of my morning. I am just going to continue working on some things, and then I will hang out with my sisters a little bit later in the afternoon. It is like a few hours later and I am back home and just did my night routine. I didn't film at my sister's house as I just wanted to spend time with them and just be off my phone and not have like the camera around. So we just had some lunch and had Thai food. It was so good as I haven't had Thai food in a while, so that really hit the spot. Then we just went to the park and kind of just hung out and then watched Camp Rock with my niece and nephew. My niece has watched Camp Rock, but my nephew hasn't yet, so we watched the first Camp Rock, and as someone who loves Camp Rock, I was so excited that my niece and nephew wanted to watch it, so that was really exciting. That was pretty much my day, and I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.